You know, an arrogant man once told me you can't change the past, only how it shapes you. I think he might be right. It's been a while since I've had a confidant. Would the god of few words lend me his ear now and again?
As long as I am needed.
You know, I would have beaten you.
What?
Earlier, if Atreus hadn't been there.
Perhaps.
We could go again, find out for certain.
I would rather not.
I'll bet you wouldn't.
Freya, can't you remember anything about what Hrimthur the stonemason's son said to you after building Asgard's wall?
Oh, yes. One of the many occasions Odin saw fit to involve me in a wager without my consent. I wish I could say that was the worst of his husbandly habits.
What wager?
I've told this story, brother.
And now she may tell her own. But enough of that for now.
Say their markings. We should be careful.
Ah, looks like Lunda's handiwork.
It's dangerous.
How do you figure?
She is a weaponsmith.
Fair. Might as well return it to her then.
Interesting. Sigil arrows won't work on this. Ah, That's it. More Sather markings. We're definitely getting closer. Look what they've done to this place.
More broken armor, I see. Nearly have a full set now.
Sigil arrows won't work on this.
Learn anything?
Stay alert. Sather are close.
Left side incoming! It's explosive! Be careful! Protect yourself! Switching! They were followers of mine. I would have thought them wiser than to meddle with Sather magic.
They were desperate.
And now they are dead. I wish things had gone differently. But these Sather are at rest now.
Incoming! On you! Good riddance!
What's it say, brother?
We'll have to find a way through this debris. Looks like that worked. What did you find? Mimir, I never asked how it felt to lose your head.
What would you have me say? That it tickled?
Merely curious.
If you wish to derive some satisfaction from my pain, I'm afraid you'll be disappointed. Kratos swung swift and true, didn't you, brother? I felt nary a scratch.
Shame.
Incoming! Left side!
Ready that shield!
The creatures weren't always this ravenous.
Spirit,
Freya, you return.
Astrid, what happened to you? To your garden?
The Einherjar. My life's work rotted. My monument to your glory reduced to this. I am sorry, my queen.
You need never apologize to me, old friend.
I swore to keep this garden in bloom until you return. To live forever amongst its putrescence. A just punishment.
I will return, Astrid. Kratos, we purge this garden of poison.
why?
The earth is a reflection of those who tend it. So long as the land is plagued, her soul will be as well. We have to destroy the totems. They're poisoning Astrid's garden.
When my garden blooms, so will my soul.
See that explosive? Setting it off could help.
Ah, maybe you can hit it from a different angle. I wonder what a good hurl of your axe might do to that flaming pot. Looks like we've got all of Lunda's armor. Perhaps we should return these pieces and see if she can repair them. We can ask her about that orb we found while we're at it. This mentions a spell that puts trolls to sleep, and a magic relic that acts as a sort of counter-spell.
I await the day when my garden grows again.
The family crest of Henir. Poor man.
Can you see if there's a way inside while you're up there?
Anything interesting, brother?
Life returns to the garden. Good.
When my garden blooms, so will my soul.
Kratos, I see something. Sigil arrows won't work on this. Great. Maybe you can break the chain from here as well, no? The gate's open. We can head back and get inside.
Behind you, look out!
This garden still aches. There must be more poison somewhere.
I await the day when my garden grows again.
It's finished. Let's return to Astrid.
The land. It's alive again.
Yes, your garden grows again.
Freya! How did you...
It's okay, Astrid. It's time to move on.
Thank you, goddess. I do love you.
And I you.
You've done a great kindness.
A temporary one. The garden will die again.
All things do. That is no reason not to try. Kratos, tell me of an adversary from your homeland. It will serve us well if I understand more of your battle tactics.
There was Medusa, queen of the Gorgons. Her gaze turned men to stone. A mirror would turn her own powers against her. Or you may remove her head, but that is the hard way.
Which did you choose?
The hard way.
Forget I asked. Do you regret it, Mimir?
Most likely. What are we talking about in particular?
Giving up your body?
Do I regret exchanging my life for my freedom? That's a question I ask myself every day, my lady.
What about today?
Today? Glad to be out in the world. How else could I spend such quality time with you?
Okay, okay. Hi.
Now, if we could get back to the story of Hrimthur, the stonemason's son. I was hoping to get Freya's version of what happened.
There isn't that much to tell. I knew nothing of it at first, surely because Odin didn't expect to lose the bet. A mysterious mason had to build the entire wall in 3 turns of the season.
2! It was 2!
And if he was late, he'd be owed nothing. But if he succeeded, he was promised an audience with the queen. Or so I learned one day when Odin burst into our bedchambers, raging and half drunk before noon, telling me to get dressed and go see what the mason wants. So off I went, not knowing what had truly been promised or expected. Dagger stashed in my robe for emergency. And this mason, this giant in disguise.
His name was Hrimthur!
He just smiled to see me. And as you said, he whispered in my ear. He said the Aesir had killed his father, and he needed to know that one day they'd burn for it. I pointed out I was Aesir now too, technically. He gave me a look, as if he somehow knew better and continued. He said he'd built in a structural flaw behind the Asgard Realm Tower.
I knew it! How do we make use of it?
Hold. We will finish later.
Another one! Left side!
Patience is piety.
That brazier. Maybe it could help with those vines. Well done.
A Noken song! Be wary.
Stop that Noken from singing!
Behind you! Incoming!
It's explosion! Be careful!
Another drawbridge. We'll need to lower it.
Good thing you learned the runes, brother.
Something hanging from that tree above us. Could be useful. Looks like that worked. Well, that did it.
It's unstable! Get back!
Freya, what you said about the flaw that Hrimthur built into Asgard's wall, did he explain how it works? How do we exploit it?
We don't. He said Surtur would know what to do. And if Surtur's approaching Asgard's wall...
Then it is already Ragnarok.
Aye, blast it. I hoped it might have given us another way.
Freya, something your brother said. The Aesir burned him.
Yes. We weren't yet at war, but relations with the Vanir and Aesir had been hostile for ages. Freyr got it into his head that he could improve relations by sharing our magic with them. Vanir techniques for bountiful harvests, enough to feed their whole population. Getting set on fire was the thanks he got.
It's true. The Aesir were too undisciplined and impatient for the subtlety of Vanir spellcraft. So when things went wrong, they blamed their teacher.
So Freya was a guest when Odin burned him?
Not exactly. Odin didn't mind locking Freyr up. He saw the potential of the magic and wanted to know more than how to improve crop yields. It was a mob of lesser Aesir, bitter and short-sighted, who tied him up and lit him aflame as punishment for the sabotage they imagined him guilty of. Obviously, he survived. In fact, he used the opportunity to escape. But such an affront made war inevitable.
Freyr certainly wasn't the same after that. At least for a while. His carefree ways were replaced with nightmares, paranoia, and lashing out. It doesn't excuse what he said at my wedding, but I do understand where his anger came from.
Hey there. Have you got an ear? I got a mail.
I knew he'd left something behind.
What is it?
Yeah, I spent a lot of time tinkering up and down the river delta. Once Odin's army came to town, I lit out of there faster than a tassel worm with its bottom ablaze. So frazzled, I accidentally left behind a few irreplaceables.
What? Irreplaceables?
Well, just one, really. An orb. I'd be mighty grateful if you would find it.
What is it?
And if you come across any of my old, beautifully rusted armor pieces, I'll use the scraps to whip up something specially suited just for you.
Oh, we already found some of that armor.
Yeah, that's my handiwork, all right. Let me just give it a little smooch with my hammer, fix it up real nice.
What does the orb do?
Why? Did you find it?
No.
Oh, you can't lie worth a damn sack of crap. Hand it over.
Here.
Oh, well, thank you so much. Elsa's been itching to get her ball back all dang winter. It's her favorite toy.
What?
Now, if you could find the rest of my armor set I left out there, I'll repair it for you. Free of charge, even. Oh, actually, any dwarf can. I just didn't think you'd get my orb for me if you knew that. Sorry, y'all.
Good thing you were so cautious, brother.
Quiet.
He's right, Mimir. Show respect. The squeaky toy could have been the death of us all.
And it nearly was.
Do not laugh.
It's hard not to, brother.
Try.
Okay. Okay.